Welcome to my channel. What would happen if tomorrow your main source of income just disappeared? I do not mean to scare you, but think about it. Your job, your side hustle, that one gig you rely on, poof, gone. For most people, that thought alone is enough to cause a mild panic attack. But here's the thing. People who thrive financially, the ones who live without that constant paycheck anxiety, they do not rely on just one stream of income. They build multiple. In this video, we are going to break down exactly how you can create multiple income streams, even if you are starting from scratch. We will cover proven strategies that work for young adults in the US, ages 18 to 45, and show you how to build real financial security. And stick around until the end, because this is not just about making more money, it is about designing a life where you are in control. Plus, I will share a sneak peek of our next video, personal finance tips for beginners, so you know how to manage all those new income streams wisely. Let's get into it. Point 1. Your job is the foundation, but not the whole house. Let's start with the obvious. Your 9 to 5, your part-time gig, or whatever you're doing now. This is your foundation. But here's the problem. Too many people build their entire financial house on one paycheck. Your job should cover your essentials, rent, food, bills, but it should not be your only lifeline. Think of it like dating. Putting all your trust in one person is risky. If things do not work out, you are stuck. So yes, keep that paycheck steady, but do not get too comfortable. It is just the base. The real security comes from layering other streams on top of it. That is what we will dive into next. Point 2. Side hustles and freelancing. Now let's talk about side hustles. These are your short-term boosters that can turn into long-term businesses. Can you design logos, edit videos, tutor online, or even walk dogs? Congratulations, that is a side hustle waiting to happen. Platforms like Fiverr, Upwork, or even local apps make it easier than ever to turn your skills into cash. Here's the emotional trigger. Imagine using just 10 hours a week outside your job to pull in an extra $500 a month. That is not just pizza money, that is debt repayment money, savings money, financial freedom money. The best part? A side hustle can evolve. Today it is a small gig. Tomorrow it could replace your 9 to 5 entirely. Point 3. Passive income through digital products. All right, let's get to the sexy part of multiple income streams. Passive income. Now, I will be honest with you, there is nothing 100% passive. You always need some upfront work, but once it is rolling, the money can come in while you sleep. How? Digital products. Think ebooks, templates, online courses, stock photos, or even digital art. You create it once and it sells over and over. Here is the excitement. Imagine waking up, checking your phone, and realizing you made money overnight. No boss. No clock in, just money showing up because you built something valuable. That is not a fantasy. That is a system, and you can start it today. Point 4. Investing, let your money work for you. Another powerful income stream? Investing. Now, before you roll your eyes thinking this is just for Wall Street bros in suits, listen up. You do not need millions to invest. With apps like Robinhood, Fidelity, or Vanguard, you can start with just a few bucks. The key is consistency. Index funds, ETFs, or even dividend-paying stocks can provide steady growth over time. Here is the emotional kicker. Every dollar you invest is not just money sitting there. It is a tiny employee working for you 24/7. And the earlier you start, the bigger your team of money workers becomes. So do not wait until you are rich to invest. Start small, start now, and let compound interest do its magic. Point 5. Building ownership business, real estate, and beyond. Finally, the ultimate level of income streams, ownership. This is where you stop trading time for money and start creating assets that grow on their own. Maybe it is starting an online business, owning rental property, or even building a subscription community. These are the kinds of streams that do not just drip money, they can flood your bank account when done right. Yes, it takes more effort and more learning upfront, but the payoff? Financial independence. The ability to walk away from a toxic job, travel when you want, and sleep at night knowing your money is working harder than you are. This is the step that separates the financially free from the financially stuck. So let's bring it all together. Multiple income streams are not about hustling until you burn out. They are about building layers of security and freedom. Step 1. Use your job as a foundation. Step 2. Add side hustles. Step 3. Create digital products for passive income. Step 4. Invest consistently. Step 5. Build ownership through business or assets. Here is the emotional truth. You do not need to be a millionaire to start. You just need to stop relying on one fragile paycheck. Imagine 6 months from now you are making money from your job, your side hustle, maybe even a digital product, A year from now, add investments and maybe a business. That is how real financial freedom is built one stream at a time. If this video gave you clarity and motivation, hit that like button and subscribe so you do not miss what is coming next. Because in the next video, we are going back to the basics, but in a way that could change your financial life. It is all about personal finance tips for beginners. Trust me, even if you are already earning extra income, knowing how to manage it is what separates the rich from the broke. Thanks for watching, and remember, money is like water. Do not just let it trickle in one stream. Build rivers, build lakes, build oceans, and it all starts today.